So we entered into an agreement with the Bollingers and the Buffs Barber Shop in 2005, and began executing on that agreement about a year later with them. And they're a valued local business. We recognize that. The issue for us is that over time we haven't had the relationship with them that we'd like. They haven't lived up to the terms of the agreement, and so earlier this spring we served them notice, which was in the contract. Either side can cancel within 60 days, and we did. We exercised our clause to cancel the agreement over the issue of unpaid royalties and over the issue of their generating new merchandise with CU branding on it when they expressly know that that's forbidden in the contract. So this is about living up to the terms of a contract for us. This is about protecting our brand. You know, if we don't protect our brand with a small business, a large business, a corporation can come along and say, we're going to become Buff Industries Incorporated or Buffs Industries Incorporated, and we see that you haven't protected your brand with this little business, so your brand is up for grabs. That brand belongs to the people of the state of Colorado, and we just can't allow that to happen. So we don't want this kind of confrontation with a valued small business here in the community, and we've even reached out to them to help them change the look and feel of their store to still have a Buffalo feel and look to it, but that would be compliant with our brand standards. They've agreed to that at several junctures, and then each time they go back on it. So it's been a very frustrating situation for the university. It's very important for an institution to protect its brand symbols from being co-opted by businesses large and small. If we can't protect a brand effectively with a barbershop, imagine what a liquor store or a marijuana dispensary or a strip club or something else that we wouldn't want associated with the university's brand symbols. Imagine what they could do if they could get a hold of our brand and then point to us and say, well, you couldn't protect your brand with this barbershop. That means it's up for grabs. So it's very important for us to get this situation resolved in an amicable way to protect the university's brand and integrity. To begin to advance that brand with the people of Colorado and across the nation as part of the new Pac-12 conference. So the changes that we talked with them about for their store would actually be very modest. It would amount to changing the store's name from Buffs Barber Shop, Buffs is a trademark name of the University of Colorado, to Buff Barber Shop, which isn't. If they would remove the charging Ralphie from their front glass, which is an official symbol of the University of Colorado's athletic department, they could certainly put another kind of buffalo head or something that represents a buffalo, and I think we'd be okay with them. And we've offered them our contacts and connections that could help them make those changes very, very easily, and I don't think terribly expensively. And they have agreed to that at several points, and then when it comes to actually doing it, they back off. So down the road, we'd like to realize some benefits from our brand. It's important for folks to realize that some of the revenue we get from licensing the brand goes directly to paying for our athletic programs. And not many people know this, but the taxpayers don't directly support CU Athletics. CU Athletics is an auxiliary. It's got to make its money off of what it can sell and merchandise and market for itself. So for us to be able to leverage our brand out there to get some revenue benefits the people of Colorado directly, because it means they're not spending a huge amount of taxpayer dollars to subsidize an athletic program, which they're not doing now, but we don't want them to down the road.